Oh, hello Vogue! Welcome to my luxurious bathroom. I'm very late to this kind of trend that was floating around on YouTube a while ago. When Madison originally made her like Vogue skincare slash makeup tutorial, I watched it and I liked the way she did her makeup a lot. And then I started seeing like other people recreating her look. Well, what the heck, I gotta do this now. Then I noticed that the video was posted like a month ago at least. I'm always late to everything anyway, so I'm going to be following Madison Beer's guide to soap, brows and easy blush, Beauty Secrets by Vogue. I don't know what I'm going to do about the editing. As far as I'm concerned, the editing software that I use doesn't allow you to add like another video on top of the video. If it looks trashy, that's because it is. I'm going to just skip the skincare portion. I don't have literally any of the products. I feel like that kind of the point is not there anymore. So I just did my own. Now that I have the skin of a glowing angel, we're going to get started with the makeup.
First step of my makeup routine, which this is a very, very new thing I've initiated with my makeup. I've not always done this and I'm obsessed with it. I used to have really out of control eyebrows. So I started waxing them and I immediately made them way too thin for my own good. And then I started letting them grow out because any makeup artist I would work with would always be like, you have such great eyebrows, let them grow out. So I let them grow out and now this amazing trend of soap brows.
Yeah, so we're jumping straight into the step that is very new to me. Obviously, soap brows have been a trend for a while now, but I have actually never tried it. I have wanted to because I don't know what the heck to do with these guys. I did some research, was a little confused whether people were just literally rubbing soap on their foreheads. Apparently that's exactly what it is. So time to address the elephant in the room, which are my eyebrows. So I tried dyeing them at home. I have used this same product a lot of times before. I tried a different shade this time, and just a little tip for you. If the brow kit comes with a protective gel for your skin, you should probably just use it. So brows. So I have a little bar of soap and my spoolie. You're supposed to wet the soap and make like a paste consistency. I'm using my little rose water. Is this what you want on your brows?
You really get soap in there.
This feels kind of like the other side of my face is like lifted. Like I just got a brow lift. Not vibing with this. I mean, it looks like I have eyebrow hair, which I don't. So pretty surprised about that. Brows are definitely a little lifted. Let's move on.
I don't really use foundation technically, it's a skin tint is what it's called.
So Madison is now applying a skin tint. I have this really old, crusty and sucky foundation. She's old. Probably shouldn't be using this. Out of curiosity, I want to know how she applies this skin tint.
Even out your skin tone. I actually really like the way it looks. Also, yes, I know I aggressively beat my face when I'm doing this, but
I aggressively beat my face too when I'm putting on my concealer. So let's blend out all of this beauty. Hold on, does this actually look okay? Because I remember this foundation being really bad. What is this? I'm not even like a fan of Madison per se. I don't mean that I don't like her stuff. Very much enjoy her album, but I just don't really keep up with her as much. I kind of fell down a rabbit hole. One night I watched all of her music videos and listened to the album.
Next up is the Lord and Savior of concealers, which is
Maybelline. Look at how nasty this is. I don't know what I did yesterday, but I was doing my makeup and suddenly I had concealer all over my hands and now it looks like this. Actually, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna get a brand new one. It's so clean! My family loves living with me, trust me. I also don't usually use a wet beauty blender. I feel like it sucks all of the product into its crevices. This is very bouncy and it feels nice on my face. Kind of like a slimy snail. Trying not to mess up the brows. Okay, so for the contour I'm using the, I don't know if this can be used for contour, in the shade, I have no idea what this is. And no, this is not my shade at all. I don't even think this is, it's an illuminating stick, so something used for highlighter. Oh well. Okay, just don't look at my face. The foundation and the whatever that is are not working together.
favorite product in makeup, period, is blush. This
Same. Why do all of my makeup products look so gross? This is the same lip tint that I have used before on my channel as blush. From watching this video before, I remember her saying that she puts on a lot of blush, which I do too. I should probably check what the time is because I'm literally filming this in between my classes.
I also completely blush up my nose like I'm a cartoon character. It gives me happiness.
I love that she uses blush on her nose.
So now I'm going on with powder. Now I'm moving on to my bronzer. And I'm using the
Yay! I use actually eyeshadow for my what is this, bronzer? Why do I suddenly have like a really weird accent? There's this girl in my English class and she has, I swear, like the prettiest accent. During one lesson she told me that she has lived in the UK, if I remember correctly. Obviously she has like picked up the accent and it's so pretty and I'm just in awe.
I don't really ever nose contour because, again, fearful of the unknown. I have no idea what I'm doing ever when it comes to that. But I do it very, very lightly because it still does scare me. I use a brush like this and I just will get in there and I'll just do a tiny, tiny bit on either side of my nose and I will look very awkward and concentrated while I do so.
I never do nose contour for the same reason that I never really wear foundation, because then I think if I don't have the contour on, then I will just hate how my nose looks naturally. It's a tricky balance. Then she applies some powder blush. I recently got this one. It's I Love Revolution.
And we can never have too much blush in my world, so I just throw it on.
We are moving on to eyeshadow. She showed like the shade that she used very quickly. I'm going to improvise a little.
And I'm going to use a little bit of this one as well, and I'm just mixing the two, and I'm going just into the crease of my eye.
I'm going to try and find something similar in this one. This is also I Love Revolution. I'm noticing a theme here. Now she does her like eyeliner but with eyeshadow, which I've been trying to do lately, inspired by this video in fact, and I've been failing so far. That is not the shade and that also looks very ugly. I think I'm gonna do this off camera. So what I ended up doing was that I kind of like carved out the little liner with concealer. Probably should just get like a very, very, very tiny brush. I just poked myself in the eye like at least 10 times. People do this so effortlessly, somehow. I used like just a regular eyeliner and then I put a little eyeshadow on top, a little concealer to ease the pain. This was supposed to be like a natural, easy look and I failed. I don't want to talk about it.
I love highlighter. I feel like it just makes me feel like I'm a forest nymph and a fairy.
I didn't see her curling her lashes, which I'm kind of worried about. My eyelashes are not like Madison's at all. So now we are doing highlighter in the inner corner of the eye. Just be cautious as to not disturb the eyeshadow that has been very carefully laid on there. The lips. I have like an issue with my eyelids and my lips. I want juicy lip. My lip shape is just like, it's very obvious if I overline them. Still try to get away with it every time, but like what do you want me to do? I feel like makeup is a lot about just like learning your own face. You can't really teach yourself to do makeup by just like watching makeup hacks by other people who have different face shapes and different structures in the face. Every face is unique with its good sides and bad sides. I mean, not bad sides. Things that make it a little different for you than for Madison Beer or Nikki Tutorials or I don't know who's trendy right now. The next step for her is lip gloss. I love lip gloss. Very basic of me, but I do.
The last thing that I do, and this is if I'm feeling real fancy, give myself a spray of the same stuff I used at the beginning. A light spray. Nothing too crazy.
A light spray. I need a fan or an air conditioner. Casual.
Final step of my makeup daily routine is my hooves. I can't believe how
I'm obsessed with these. Never truly realized the power that a hoop earring holds before I watched this video. These are my final results following Madison Beer's makeup tutorial. Okay, I like it. My mascara has decided to Okay, I think that's enough of that. I'm sorry this ended up being more of like me just vibing. I tend to get a little carried away with my aesthetic like film clips. I also realized that this is not the color that the other people who had recreated this look had on their eyeballs. My eyes are burning. Run, run, run.
lose